All right, welcome back. Game 2 underway here at Sandcastle Stadium. Atlantic Cape taking on Rowan College, Gloucester County. And leadoff man draws a walk to start things off for the Roadrunners, who won Game 1 14-4. As Atlantic Cape looking to take the third game of this three-game set. They lost the first two. And the offering is outside ball. 5 straight balls to start things off here. Danny DeMarco getting the start today, the lefty. And that one is inside, ball 2. Felix Diaz. Hitting in the number 2 hole today, as he did in game number 1. And the lefty delivers outside. Ball 3. 7 straight out of the zone for DeMarco. And that one's finally over for a called strike. See if he can get himself into a groove. Danny DeMarco gets the call today in game number 2. Buccaneers offense came to life at the end of game number 1, putting 4 on the board in the bottom of the 7th, but the rally came up short. The 3-1 pitch, and swung on and missed. Big hack there by Felix Diaz. Sabato, the center fielder, he led off with a walk. The 3-2 from DeMarco. Downstairs. So a pair of walks starts things off for the Roadrunners here in the bottom of the first. And quickly, an opportunity for damage in the first. Cristino comes to the plate. John Cristino had a big game in game number 1. A couple of runs scored, a couple of big hits. They had a 12-run inning in that first game, and this one is fisted back and foul into the navy blue seats at Sandcastle Stadium. Roadrunners dressed in royal blue, gray pants. Buccaneers in the navy blue and white pants. On what has turned into a brisk Saturday afternoon. Started off very, very nice. Ball hit sharply towards third, taken to the bag, one away. John Dempsey does a good job just getting the lead out in front of him. So Cristino gets on a fielder's choice and gets that lead runner out at third base. So it stays at first and second, but now 1 down. Mitchell Ballant comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. So DeMarco gets ahead of the fourth batter of this inning. Runners at first and second, one down. DeMarco, the lefty, down in the dirt. Dante DePalma catches game number 2 for Omar Hernandez. Pitches downstairs. Runner wheeling back towards second base as he was kind of caught in no man's land. DePalma keeping the ball in front in the dirt. 2-1 the count, top first. Early stages of game number 2 here at Sandcastle Stadium. The 2-1. Good hold there. 3 balls and a strike as DePalma has struggled with command in this first inning, but yet to give up a run. Couple of walks and a force out. The 3-1, and it's down and in. Ball 4, his third free pass of the inning. And that loads the bases with Roadrunners here in the bottom of the first, and an opportunity to get on the board with big Sean Dougherty, who had a big first game. Big number 19, a left-handed swinger. The pitch from DePalma is over for a called strike. Excuse me, DeMarco. DePalma, his battery mate. Danny DeMarco, the lefty. Needs a ground ball in the worst way. And that one's grounded towards Petty at first, and it bounces foul, it looks like, as the umpires are going to talk this over. And what's the call here? It appears that the runner's at first, and the run has been awarded. So it looks like that ball is going to be called fair, and the first run of the game comes across the plate. So Dougherty's at first. Diaz comes across the score, and it's 1-0 Roadrunners. Now it'll bring up Correa. Jose Correa, the second baseman for the Roadrunners. Kind of an odd play to score your first run. Looked like they called it foul, and then they came together and kind of changed their mind inside. As DeMarco's command has been slightly off, in, out, all over the place in the early stages. 3 balls and no strikes. He's already walked 3 here in the first inning. No bullpen action quite yet. And that one is over for a called strike from DeMarco. Kind of a get-me-over fastball there. Still behind 3-1. Bases full with Roadrunners. Here in the top of the first inning of game number 2. DeMarco kicks, deals, pitch, fouled, out of play. Off the luxury suite facade. As the ACPD cars go flying by in left field. You do a lot of training out here on Bader Field. The 3-2. Swung on foul down the left field side into the Buccaneers dugout. Ground ball would be ideal for DeMarco. A strikeout, probably secondary on that list. The lefty gets the sign. Ground ball towards second, flips to short, Surreal to first, the pick by Petty, and a 4-6-3 double play gets DeMarco out of the inning here in the top of the first. We travel to the bottom half, 1-0. Atlantic Cape coming to bat here on BFA Live Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
It's being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
All right, bottom one here at Sandcastle Stadium, home of the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. Kevin Foreman will lead things off for the Bucs here in game number 2 with a double dip. Bottom one, 1-0, couple of walks, and kind of a wonky run scored in that first inning. I'd like an explanation on what the decision was on that. Looked like they just called it a fair ball. Nobody was really explained much. The umpires got together. And here's Foreman. First pitch from the lefty, Kane, is over for a called strike. He is heading to Coastal Carolina. Swing and a miss from Foreman. Foreman, Sorry, and Petty. 1, 2, 3 for the Bucs. Pitch is over for a called strike as Foreman is now in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 to Foreman. Inside, off the back of his foot, it hit him. So Kevin Foreman is hit by a pitch to start things off today. So a odd start to this game with a bunch of walks, a hit batter, a weird run. And here's Louis Sorry, the shortstop. Sorry shows bunt, pitches outside. 1-0. This RCGC team is a tough matchup for Atlantic Cape so far. Their left-handed pitchers have been coming at them in droves. Kane's pitch is high and in. Ball 2. Petty, a left-handed swinger, was on deck, one of the lefties for Atlantic Cape. Having an unfortunate distinction to face Kane here. Foreman at first. Kane delivers. Up and away. 3-0. See if Coach Velarde gives Sorry the green light here. The 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So we have seen a game that has already produced 4 walks and a hit batsman, and we've only seen 3 outs. That's a quirk. And that brings up Logan Petty. Petty, the first baseman, singled in his last at bat in game number 1. He'll look to build off of that here in game number 2. Play over at second, trying to get in there on Foreman, who took one off the noggin. Kevin Foreman, St. Augustine. Sorry's over there at first base. He walked, and he is a Buna alum. And this is Petty from Mainland. And if you pull up the Atlantic Cape roster, it is littered with Cape Atlantic League talent. From Wildwood all the way out to Buna, to Atlantic City, Millville, and everywhere in between. This is Petty, the former Mainland Mustang. And he shows bunt, pulls back quickly. Kane's pitch over for a called strike. Tom Kane, the big lefty. First baseman drawn in on Petty's punt attempt. This one is towered to center field, back on it, and gets a beat. Foreman tags, and both runners tag in advance. Sabato took a ride. As you see him drifting. He finally gets under it, about 10 feet short of the track, and both runners do a good job recognizing that. Tagging up. So Foreman to third, Sorry to second, as Petty gets the 2 runners over on the F8. And that'll bring up Omar Hernandez. He had a 3-run homer his last time up. He's in the same situation again with 2 on, 1 out here in the first. He's the DH in today's second game, and that pitch is over for a called strike. Got a chance to talk to Omar between the games. He's got a bunch of choices to make about his baseball future. And he seems excited about where he could be landing after his Buccaneer days are done. And that one comes deucing in for a second strike from Kane. Omar Hernandez. Another Cape Atlantic League alum. Played his ball at Apsagami for the Braves. Foreman at third, Sorry at second, Hernandez at the plate, 1 down, bottom of the first. Kane with a 1-2 count. The pitch, outside, ball 3. See the catcher asking for them to run back through the signs there. Cristino's catching this game. He was the DH in game number 1. He is behind the dish here in game number 2. A big strikeout in that spot as he sends Hernandez down swinging with runners on second and third. Caden Deal steps up. Ball's laced down the right field side and out of play. Big spot for Deal here, who had a hit in the first game. Singled in that one. Went 1 for 4 with a single and a stolen base. A single here could bring in 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the first. Kane's pitch. Hit towards short. Takes it hop right at him. And the shortstop fires across the diamond, does Bruno. And ends the inning. 2 stranded, none across as we head to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Rowan over Atlantic Cape. All right, top 2 here at Sandcastle Stadium, Bucks and Roadrunners. Atlantic Cape, DeMarco on the mound for inning number 2. Danny DeMarco, a freshman from Cranford, the lefty. Marte leading things off for Rowan College. Isaiah Marte at first baseman. The big right-hander fouls one into the net behind home plate. Sandcastle Stadium, former home of the Atlantic City Surf of the Atlantic League and then the Can-Am League before they folded their tent after 10 years of baseball here in the casino resort. And now Atlantic Cape calls it home. Base hit. Past Louis Sori, diving for it. And a leadoff single here to start off the second inning. You see Sori just couldn't get it. Would have been a nice play to see if he could get up and fire across the diamond. So a leadoff base runner here in the second. Biolsi takes it. Chris Biolsi is the Roadrunner hitter, excuse me. He did not appear in the first game. He's a sophomore. Inside. 1-1. Jimmy Bruno, shortstop, waits on deck. Biosa playing left field for the Roadrunners in the second game. Swing and a miss. Big hack. Healthy hack. Flags are flapping in center field. It's been a interesting day with the wind on the field today. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. DeMarco picks up the strikeout. His first K of this afternoon. And that brings up Bruno. Hitting in the 9-hole. Jimmy Bruno, the shortstop, singled and walked a pair of times in the first game. The Roadrunner shortstop in the 9-hole. Swings and fouls one back our way off the net. Marte at first. DeMarco, the lefty, on the mound for Atlantic Cape with the pitch. Pitch is down and in. One and one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Downstairs, good block by De Palma behind the plate. That ball is... That one is tapped foul. Two and two to Jimmy Bruno, the shortstop. That one is flared towards second and in for a base hit. As the runner advances to second, so Bruno just kind of fist one. Take a look at the replay here. Is it just right over the glove? So it's first and second with just an out. And now the top of the order. The center fielder, Sabato. Eric Sabato. He walked in the first. This one's grounded to Sori. Over to second for one. Over to first. The double play is Petty with a nice stretch and a double disco. Gets the Bucs out of the inning as you see the 6 flip to 4. And over to Petty at first, the 3 as the double play ends the inning. 1-0 Rowan College leads Atlantic Cape here on BFA Live Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice.
It's more than coaching. It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
Nate Goodrich leads it off, and that one is taken away by Bruno with a diving stab at short as he just robbed Nate Goodrich of a leadoff single. You take a look at this one here. Hit it where it's pitched outside part of the plate. And Bruno just a diving stab at short. And a first out is recorded off the glove of Jimmy Bruno. One away quickly. One pitch, one out. Tom Kane will take it. Dante DePalma, the catcher. That one's over for a called strike. Man, what a play by Bruno. When you have that kind of leather behind you, you're more apt to want to throw strikes. As the left-hander, Tom Kane. That ball's hit towards third. Round it, across the diamond, pulls him off the bag. But the big man is over there to make the play for the second quick out of the inning. You see this third baseman, you see him round right over top of it nicely and pick up, throws off, brings the first baseman off the bag just a little bit, but makes the second out of the inning. Put out goes 5-3. There's John Dempsey. Two downstairs. 1-1. So Dempsey trying to get something going here. There's two quick outs from Tom Kane. And that pitch is way outside. Diaz, the third baseman, was bailed out there nicely by Marte. The 2-1. Inside, ball three. Nope. Walked him on 4 pitches, excuse me. And here's Antonicello. And the offering is way outside. Mo Antonicello's a freshman infielder. Wildwood Catholic is where he played his high school ball. One on one. Over for a called strike. Dempsey is over at first after the walk. Antonicello is at the plate. A little bit of bullpen action for the Roadrunners. Good lead over at first. The lefty takes a look over and then delivers outside. Ball 2-2-1. Cristino, the catcher. A little go-go gadget arm right there. It's a nice 80s reference for you young guys. That ball's off of Kane to second. They step on the bag for the out, and they get out of the inning. Hit hard back to the box as Tom Kane, I guess you could say his leg gets the Gold Glove Award on this one. You see it right off the calf. The second goes 1-4 on the putout. That's how we end the inning. Heading to the top of the third, it's 1-0 Rowan College.
It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
All right, Felix Diaz grounded to short to start things off in the top half of the third as Louis Sori crossed the diamond to Logan Petty. That's the first out. That brings up John Cristino, the catcher. With one down here in the top of the third, Bucks trail the Roadrunners 1-0. 14-7 was the final in game number 1. A little low, ball 1. Time called as they a little distraction in front of the mound. Excuse me, in front of the plate. Top third here at Sandcastle Stadium. I would imagine if you ball 2, see the layouts of these dugouts. Rowan freezing. Atlantic Cape not so bad. if you're in the sun, you're not having that bad of a day. Out of that sun, probably not as enjoyable. The 2-0. And yes, he did. DeMarco settling in after a wild first inning. He walked 3 batters in the first that led to a RCGC run. The 2-1. Inside. De Palma couldn't squeeze it. Got through him. DeMarco, the lefty, of the 2-2. Hit towards third, past the diving Dempsey into left field, into the Buccaneer bullpen, and it's a double for John Cristino. You watch, Dempsey just could not get it. Gets all the way down into the Buccaneer bullpen, and it's a double with 1 out, and that brings up Ballant, who is the DH here in game number 2. So Cristino, who hit into a fielder's choice his first time up, he's now double, so he's reached base safely twice. Got the curve over for a called strike to lead off Ballant. Mitchell Ballant caught game 1. He's in the 4-hole. Dougherty waits on deck. The pitch. And that one is hit in front of the mound and the plate. De Palma fakes towards first, trying to get the runner to break towards home, but it did not work. And here comes Velarde. I believe he thinks that hit something in front of the plate. Maybe a foot. That caused that to just deaden in front. It was almost like a swinging bunt, but that argument to no avail. So now we have first and third with just 1 out, and this man, Sean Dougherty, the right fielder, has been a problem all day long. Dougherty tripled, doubled, drove in 3 runs, singled, triple, double, singled, 3 RBI in game number 1. And now the lefty takes another chance at DeMarco, and he takes a huge hack. A swing and a miss. Runners at the corner, top of the third, 1-0. Rowan College of Gloucester County leads. The Roadrunners looking for more. De Palma, the left-hander, gets the sign, pauses, sets, kicks, delivers. Downstairs. A chilly afternoon in game 2. It was a nice day to start game number 1. As you see the skate zone in the background of Sandcastle Stadium, along with the casino skyline. That ball's just punched towards Surrey at short, steps on the bag, over to Petty at first, and another double disco to get out of the third. They ended the second with a double play, and they do it again here in the third, as this one is punched right past DeMarco. Surrey steps on it, bang, over to 1. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Rowan over Atlantic Cape. Bottom three after a double play gets Atlantic Cape out of the third. They've turned double play to end the last 2 innings, but they trail 1-0 here in the third inning. A new pitcher is into the game. Tom Kane, 2 quick innings of work. And this is Billy Hof Hacker, sophomore right-hander. He's appeared in 1 game, 1 in the third inning. Big boy gets that one over for a called strike to start things off. Billy Hof Hacker, a sophomore, his second appearance on the season. He's pitched 1 in the third, has a strikeout. And that one looked like he offered. Nope. They disagree with me. I mean, if you asked me, I probably would have dimed him out. Hof Hacker kicks and delivers. Swung on and miss as he's up 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is a big kid bringing in here in relief of Kane. And that one is inside for a ball. Hof Hacker relieves Tom Kane, who has 2 quick innings of work. He picked up a strikeout. Top of the order is Kevin Foreman. Outside and away. Couple of walks for Kane, a hit batter. Did not give up a run and had a strikeout. Foreman, Sorry, and Petty. Swung on and missed. Held on to it. And a strikeout. 1 away here in the third as Louis Sorry comes to the plate. He walked back in the first inning. So Hof Hacker, who has 1 in a third inning to work and a strikeout, now has his second strikeout of the season in his second inning of work. That one's outside. Officially, he's now thrown 1 2/3. So you can see the size of him, a strikeout pitcher for the Roadrunners. The 1-0. Right back at Hof Hacker. Underhands over to first, so he fields the position as well, and it's a quick 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Quick little comebacker. So Hof Hacker gets some strikeouts, and he can field his position as well. But now he'll face Logan Petty. And that one, tough call. 1-0. Downstairs, ball 2. Two quick outs, a strikeout and a comebacker. Leaves Petty up with the bases cleared. One's on the outside part of the plate, called strike. 2-1. Hernandez on deck. The 2-1 pitch. And that one is just over on the inside part of the plate. It's now 2-2. Logan Petty, the left-handed swinger. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, swung on, fouled. Out of play. No lights here at Sandcastle Stadium. 5:54 is sunset today. Did my research. The 2-2. Upstairs and away. Logan Petty. Sporting the Atlantic Cape Bucks. Blue, red, and white. His brother Chase will wear similar colors for the Minnesota Twins when his day is called to head to Minnesota. Logan fouls that off the backstop. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Here's the pitch. Hof Hacker kicks, delivers, fires, and that one is hit towards first. And it is a foul ball. Just foul as Marte went back on it. That was close. Count remains full with 2 outs here in the third. Bucks trail 1-0. Logan Petty swings and hits one towards first. Marte fields this one, but it forces him out of play. The count remains 3-2. Hof Hacker takes the sign. The delivery, and that ball's ripped between first and second for a Logan Petty base hit. And Petty is a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the third, and now here comes big Omar Hernandez, the DH, trying to do damage here in the third. He did damage in game number 1 with a big 3-run homer, and looking for an opportunity to drive in a run here. They'll have to get something in the gap. Petty at first, and here's Hernandez. Hof Hacker's first pitch is off. Ball 1. That's the first hit he has given up this season in limited innings. Hof Hacker from the stretch, and that's down. Petty at first, Hernandez at the plate. Hof Hacker looks over, sets, kicks, inside. Ooh. 2-1 Hernandez, the Apsagami Brave alum. Petty takes off, and he is now caught in a rundown. And they are going to get Petty, so he is going to go down as a caught stealing. So Petty, I don't know if he missed a sign, broke on his own, but he is caught stealing, and that's how they're going to end the bottom of the third inning. Rowan College of Gloucester County 1, Atlantic Cape, the Buccaneers 0. We head to the fourth on BFA Live Sports. Top 4 here at Sandcastle Stadium. RCGC up to the plate as Danny DeMarco starts his 4th inning of work against Correa Marte. And Bilosi. The ball's nubbed up the first baseline. DeMarco takes it himself, and he tags out the runner for the first out of the inning. So a 1-U on the putout. One away. Top four. Feel like the sun decided to tap out on us. He tried hard today. That's all he had left. Marte at the plate, the first baseman. DeMarco into his fourth inning now. He settled in. He walked 3 in the first, gave up the only run of the game. The kick from DeMarco outside. So Danny DeMarco, the left-hander, trying to get through this fourth inning, keeping it right here at 1-0. Pitches upstairs and a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. So DeMarco, who has had some command issues today, we mentioned with the 3 walks. Without those walks, possibly a different game, and a leadoff walk here in the fourth. So Marte reaches base for the second time today. Bilosi steps up to the plate. Chris Bilosi, the left fielder, struck out his first time up. Atlantic Cape's played some good defense. 2 double plays have ended innings. Let's see if they can get another one here. Ball's inside for a called strike. The inside part of the plate. Correa's over at first. DeMarco kicks inside and low. If you notice around the Atlantic Cape infield and outfield, everybody's got long sleeves on except for DeMarco, the pitcher. The pitchers are the tough guys. He's going without an undershirt today, and it is a little chilly. Swung on, fouled. If anything, your hands have got to be cold trying to get a grip of the baseball. See Logan Petty, he's got the red undershirt over at first base, as most of the Roadrunners do as well. It's a good time to be selling Atlantic Cape Buccaneer hoodies. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strike. So it's the second time Bilosi has gone down swinging today, and he is the second out of the inning. Brings up the shortstop, Jimmy Bruno. I feel like every town has a Jimmy Bruno playing shortstop, right? Maybe even second base. Bruno has made a great defensive play in this game. Swing and a miss. Give DeMarco credit. He's worked around those walks and settled into this game. Bruno beats one into the ground, foul down the third base side. And DeMarco is ahead 0-2 here in the top of the fourth. 1 on, 2 down, 1-0. Roadrunners over the Buccaneers. I think I'd buy 2 Atlantic Cape hoodies today if they were out here for sale. That'd be a good fundraising opportunity. Downstairs, throw by De Palma, and down is the runner is gunned down, Marte. So De Palma, take a look at it on the BFA replay as De Palma up over top of it nicely, sees the runner go, and a nice tag is applied as they get out of the inning. So both teams in the fourth go down with a caught stealing to end it. Still 1-0 here on BFA Live Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them
Bottom of the fourth, as Hernandez comes back to the plate. He was the hitter at the plate. When Petty got picked off of first base. Hernandez is the DH. Pitches outside for a ball. Very good Roadrunner team. They are nationally ranked. Over to Bruno at short, over top to first. Marte with the pick, and Hernandez is the first out of the inning. One away. See, Bruno does such a good job on top of that ball nicely. Squares the shoulders, throws through the ball at first base, and Marte helps him out. And that'll bring up Caden Deal. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Very good Rowan College program that AC Atlantic Cape is running into today. Hanging in there in this second game. Pitch is down and away. Billy Hof Hacker, Timber Creek High School, 6'6", 220. It's a guy that can... It's over for a called strike. 6'6", 220 will get you some looks, I can tell you that much. Anybody in the MLB scouting department out there is looking for a 6'6", 220-pound right-hander, he's dealing right now. And that ball's hit towards second. Again, right over top, over to first. And a quick 2 outs here in the fourth. Ball just kind of pushed towards second base. This infield does a really good job of staying on top of the ball, squaring the shoulders. It's Goodrich, the second baseman. Down and in, ball one. It's Correa, by the way, the second baseman. And that one is just out of the zone. The 2-0. And that one's over for a called strike. Goodrich from Cedar Creek High hits one back through the middle. Bruno can't get there. And a base hit for Goodrich. So a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the fourth. You see Bruno, who has made some plays today, man. Thought he just could have got there, and he just got over top of it. So Goodrich single, and he brings up DePalma, the catcher. Dante DePalma, Egg Harbor Township alum. A lot of Cape Atlantic League talent on this Atlantic Cape roster. DePalma, swing toward short. Bruno circles, squares, over to first. Marte with the stretch. And the Roadrunners get out of the fourth inning. No runs, one hit, one left on base. We head to the top of the fifth. It's 1-0 here on BFA Live Sports. Top five, fast-moving game. I probably shouldn't have said that. I just jinxed us, right? We're moving quickly here in the fifth. It's been a well-played game, too. DeMarco into his fifth inning of work for Atlantic Cape. Had that first inning, couple walks, gave up a run, and he has settled in. A bunt pushed past DeMarco as he hits the turf. And a bunt base hit for Bruno. The 9-hole hitter, as you see him, look at this. Perfectly done, squares, pushes up the first base side, and then lets the speed do the work. And it's a single for Jimmy Bruno as we turn over the lineup to the top. And here comes Sabato, the center fielder. So 1 on the leadoff bunt base hit by Jimmy Bruno. And it's the top of this Roadrunner lineup. Antonicello, the second baseman, was playing back on that, so he had really no shot to make the throw. Petty holds him on at first. And a quick little throw over. Trying to keep Jimmy Bruno, the shortstop. He's got good wheels. You saw on that bunt. Squared it, ran it, took off. Step off and throw, a la Terry Mulholland for the 93 Philly fans out there. We're fans of the 93 team, not the amount of people. They know Bruno wants to go. Swung on towards second. Antonicelli hits the bag. Over to Petty at first. The scoop, the pick, and the double play. 4, 3. And another double play, the third double play for the Buccaneers here in the ball game. And they get 2 outs, and that brings up Diaz. Big play. That ball's fouled off the net behind home plate. A couple fans lucky that net works. Felix Diaz, the Roadrunners' second baseman. Off-speed offering outside. Cristino, the catcher's on deck with 2 down here in the 5th. One nothing. The run scored back in the first. It was this man, Felix Diaz, who scored that run. He walked and scored, a part of an inning that had 3 free passes. Outside, ball 3. The 3-1. Up and away, ball 4. So the second time he's walked Diaz today. No action in the Buccaneer bullpen, so they are happy with DeMarco. They're going to keep rolling with him. Remember, it's very early in the season, so these guys don't have a lot of game work so far. Back for DeMarco. He has 4 innings in his first appearance. He started 1 game. Gave up 8 hits, 4 runs in that game. Comes in 0-1 on the season. And that one's over for a called strike. Bucks are 3-3. Time called. Danny DeMarco, the left-hander, trying to get out of this 5th inning. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Dempsey, Antonicello, and Foreman. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. A big hack there by Cristino. DeMarco trying to get out of this inning. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Looks like they're going to try to come up on him here. Not much of a lead over at first. Look for something off speed here. Down and in, and he looked like it may have hit him. I guess it bounced off the pad of De Palma, the catcher, and Felix Diaz advances to second base. So he took advantage of that low and inside pitch. So he moves to second. Cristino now with a ball and 2 strikes. Beats that foul. Count stays at 1-2. Balint on deck. The DH has walked and singled. Wind picks up here at Sandcastle Stadium, and that ball is fouled off the screen. Ball and 2 strikes remains. As the daylight begins to dissipate here in Atlantic City, maybe the casinos will help us out. Brighten this baby up. A ball and 2 strikes. DeMarco. The pitch. That ball is laced to left, and a base hit coming around third to score is Diaz. And the Roadrunners take a 2-0 lead on an RBI single by John Cristino. Good piece of hitting. Down in the count the whole time. Gets the job done. And an RBI single gives him a 2-0 lead. John Cristino. So the second run of the game on an RBI single, and that brings up, you see here the Rowan College dugout calling for a balk there. They mentioned it on multiple occasions. Mitch Balint, the DH. Swing and a miss. The pitch is outside. DeMarco's offering. 2 balls and a strike. Top 5 here, 2-0. RCGC in the lead. The lefty with a nice pitch. Swing and a miss. Dougherty, a left-hander, waits on deck. DeMarco trying to get the Buccaneers out of this in the 5th. Got 2 outs and then a walk, and the walks have hurt him today. Both runs have come thanks to walks. Full count. The 3-2. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Ball 4. So 2 walks with 2 outs here. And some bullpen action for the Buccaneers. That's DeMarco with 2 down here in the 5th, trying to get through this inning. Dougherty swing and a miss. Dougherty's had a big day. Triple, double, single, 3 RBI in the first game. And he singled and drove home a run here in the second game. And this one he pops shallow in front of the plate. De Palma catches it in the left-handed batter's box to end the 5th, but not before 1 run comes across. 2-0's our score here on BFA Live Sports. All right, top five here. Excuse me, bottom four. Bottom five, excuse me. 2-0 is the score. There's Dempsey to lead things off for the Buccaneers in the bottom of the fifth. Takes a called first strike. Big right-hander, Billy Hof Hacker, is in for his third inning of work, starting his third inning of work. Good one here at Sandcastle, just 2-0. That one is up, and the home plate umpire asked for help. He said no, he did not. That one is over for a called strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. And he struck him out. Got him swinging. Nice pitch by Hof Hacker. Second strikeout for Hof Hacker. And here is Mo Antonicello. Pitch is down in the dirt. Ball on the strike. 1-0, excuse me. And a swing and a miss. That one is over for a called strike as Hof Hacker seems to be finding a little bit of a rhythm here in his third inning of work. Billy Hof Hacker came in relief of Tom Kane. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 straight strikeouts. And we head to the top of the order for Atlantic Cape with Kevin Foreman here. Bucks offense struggling here in game 2 if they have seen Tom Kane, who's heading to Coastal Carolina, and Billy Hof Hacker, who has come in and thrown really good. And that one is over for a called strike. Starting to feel a rhythm here from the big 6'6" right-hander. You can see him just staring down, waiting for the sign. Hit to short. Bruno takes his time, fires across the diamond, and it's 3 up and 3 down here in the Buccaneers' fifth. We travel to the top of the sixth. 2-0 to score here on BFA Live Sports. All right, back to live action here as we start the top of the 6th inning. 2-0's our score on BFA Live Sports. 1-0 to the leadoff man. Correa steps in. Inside. The first pitch looked like it hit Correa. The second pitch almost hit him. Top 6, the 2-0. Ground ball towards third. Dempsey not going to get there. Foul territory. Danny DeMarco has pitched a good game here for the Buccaneers. His walks have hurt him. Other than the walks, he has really done a good job. Both walks have led to Diaz scoring today. He has walked Diaz twice, both times he came around to score. If he can keep Diaz off the bases, this might be a different game. That one's inside. Ball 3. Six walks has been the killer for the Buccaneers pitcher, Danny DeMarco. That one is swung on and just fouled, tipped. DePalma could not hold it. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Some bullpen action last inning for Atlantic Cape, but DeMarco was out to start the 6th. The pitch swung on and fouled off the backstop. Couple of double plays in the game. Sabato has grounded into 2 of them. They ended innings in the 2nd and the 5th. That ball's fouled off the backstop as well. Dougherty also grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 3rd. So give credit to the Buccaneer defense. The 3-2. Ball hit to short. Suri over to Petty, who picks it again. Petty has flashed the leather at first base. Logan Petty does it with the bat in the Buck lineup. He's also shown the glove. Well, they're going to say that he beat that out or that he did not scoop that all the way through. And now the umpires are talking that one over. Danny DeMarco, who obviously can hear in on the conversation, he's standing not too far from them. His body language originally suggested, I don't agree with you. And now here comes Velarde. A demonstrative call from the umpire. And now Velarde wants an explanation. You can see Velarde saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. I kind of thought that it was pretty clear he was out. Again, I'm just an innocent bystander here. Velarde continuing to ask for an explanation here. Logan Petty didn't seem to be all that upset about it. He was the one who made the scoop. But it seemed like a pretty basic pick over at first base. I don't know if his foot came off the bag. I mean, obviously we're not privy to what the conversation is, but it looked like a pretty clean pick over at first base. So Correa is on at first, the leadoff man, and here comes Marte. The first baseman is singled and walked. He got caught stealing. So Correa's over at first. Pitch is down in the dirt. Had a pair of sunglasses on earlier, no longer necessary, as this game drifts into dusk almost. Here at Sandcastle Stadium, the backdrop, Tropicana, Caesars, Bally's, Boardwalk Hall, Ocean, Hard Rock, Resorts, downtown Atlantic City. Ball swung on and missed. Big hack by Marte. Correa's over at first. I would say he reached on an error, I guess. Rod Velarde not too happy about his presence on the bases as he now scoots his way to second base after a wild pitch. So he advances into scoring position, and Marte has a chance to make this a 3-run lead with a single. Beaten into the Buccaneer dugout. I think Rod Velarde had a pretty good debate there. I mean, didn't win, but he certainly had a reason to come out and get an explanation on that one. And there's a pitch just outside. Ball 4, though. So the walks have hurt all day long, and that walk is going to be the end of De Palma's day as he is finished here in the 6th inning with 2 on. The left-hander has had a solid afternoon, but that will be the end of it, and we're going to get a new pitcher here at Sandcastle Stadium. We'll introduce you to him in just a moment. As the Buccaneers trail 2-0, Joe Hamill, a freshman, looks like he will be coming summoned from the Buccaneer bullpen. Joe Hamill in 4 innings this year has given up 6 hits, 3 run, 2 earned. And I think Hamill's the one coming in here. It looks like number 5. Is the Buccaneer infield. Converges on the mound. Yes, Joe Hamill is the new pitcher for the Buccaneers. And we'll take a quick timeout. First and second when we return. 2-0's our score on BFA Live Sports. All right, top 6, pitching change. The Buccaneers, Joe Hamill is into the game in release. in relief, I should say, of Danny DeMarco. DeMarco pitched a good game today. 2 runners on base are his, and they are Correa and Marte. The walks have been the issue. 6 of them, 7 walks in the game for DeMarco have led to 2 runs. And we got a pinch hitter here. Aaron Graber. Who started game number 1, is squaring to bunt. Hamill spins towards second to see if the bunt is actually on. Still showing bunt. Pitch is wild off the backstop and the runner's advance. So now the bunt is frivolous at this point. Both runners take an extra base. And now Graber comes in an RBI situation with a 2-0 lead. He can make this a 4-0 game with a single. Graber played left field in game 1. The left-handed swinger down in the dirt. Hamill, the Cedar Creek Pirate product, started a game so far this year for the Buccaneers. He's 0-1. The 1-1 downstairs. 2-0. It's now 3-0. And Hamill's pitch is down in the dirt. De Palma gets a shoulder on it, but they're loaded with Roadrunners here. Still nobody out in this important 6th inning. This is a big spot in the game. You got bases loaded, nobody out now. And here's Jimmy Bruno, who's had a day in the field at the plate. He bunted his way on last time. The Buccaneer defense is in on the grass now. A little bit double play depth in the middle. Yep, they've moved back into double play depth, and now Velarde is going to talk to his pitcher. Try to calm him down. Hey, this is a big spot in the game here. We got bases loaded, nobody out. You know, what do you say in this situation? Well, how about get me a ground ball? We'll try to get 2 in the middle, and we got to hit the baseball. I mean, really, we'll give up a run to get 2 outs here. Is probably the conversation that Rod Velarde is giving Joe Hamill right now. Strikeout would be optimal, but a ground ball gets you hopefully 2. And if you can get that ground ball onto the corners, you can maybe get a home-to-first situation, get the lead runner at home, get the out at first base. So those are some possibilities here. Double play in the middle, we'll get 2 outs, trade for a run. Ground ball to third, you want a little home to first. If you hit a ground ball towards Petty, you're hoping Petty can go home and then back to first. Maybe Antonicelli can get over and cover the bag for him there. So let's see how this plays out. A pop-up would be pretty good too. Something in the infield. Hamill's pitch bounces up. De Palma's getting a workout behind home plate. You see the Buccaneer defense in on the corners, double play depth in the middle. Straight away in the outfield. Hamill gets the sign. The pitch. Downstairs, De Palma gets away from him and a run's going to score. So De Palma's getting a workout behind the dish here. And that leads to another run. It's now 3-0 Roadrunners on the wild pitch as Joe Hamill has come in and struggled with control. So now it's second and third with nobody out and Bruno at the plate. All speed out of the zone. Atlantic Cape has the corners playing at the bag. And the infield in the middle is kind of back. That one's in on the inside part of the plate. 1-1. So it looks like Atlantic Cape is conceding this run in the middle of the infield here. Middle infield's back. Petty is even with the bag at first, as is. That ball's down in the dirt. And a ball 4. It looks like Velarde is already jumping out of the dugout here. Trying to talk things over. Has not signaled to the bullpen just yet, although there is some bullpen action down there. And he is going to take the ball from Hamill. And that'll be it for Hamill here in the 6th inning. Pitching change at Sandcastle Stadium. Rowan College of Gloucester County 3, Atlantic Cape Community College nothing. We'll get you the particulars on the pitcher in just a moment here on BFA Live Sports. Left-hander Aiden Riley is the new pitcher for Atlantic Cape Community College. Left-hander enters the game with bases loaded and nobody out here. Precarious situation to get called on, but nonetheless, the freshman from Cranford, New Jersey, will try to get through the top of the Roadrunner lineup. They lead it 3-0 here in the top of the 6th. Walks have been the issue. 7 of them issued by starter Danny DeMarco. Hamill relieved him for 2 batters, walked them both, and now we hand it over to Riley. Nobody out here in the 6th. They had a 12-run inning in game number 1. This one has been close throughout. Game 1, 14-7. RCGC 1. This one has been a closer game. Riley's pitch inside. Aiden Riley facing the top of this lineup, Eric Sabato. Ground ball towards Suri. Going to come home with it. The throw is picked nicely by De Palma, and he keeps the foot on the plate, and they get the lead out at home. So Louis Suri, smart move, got it quickly, fired it home, and De Palma going with his inner first baseman there, keeping his foot on the bag, and with a pick, they get the lead out at home for the first out of the inning. So 1 away. The runners all advanced. they stay loaded. That ball is punched to right. Back on it, makes the catch, tagging up from third. And the Roadrunners get home another run. But quickly, 2 outs, which is something the Buccaneers were in desperate need of. So a sac fly, RBI, from Felix Diaz, who if we were handing out a player of the game, he would have to get it so far. He's got an RBI sac. He scored 2 runs. He's done it offensively with a pair of walks and that sac fly. Four 0 to score on the sac fly. Groper came across. Runner goes, and the runner from third breaks for home. He scores. They got the runner in a rundown here. Regardless, the run is going to score. He is out at second, but the run has come across, and that makes it a 5-0 game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-0's our score on BFA Live Sports. Bottom 6, Louis Sori, the shortstop, leads things off for the Buccaneers. They trail 5-0. A 3-run inning has opened things up for the Roadrunners. This is right-hander Billy Hof Hacker, sophomore pitcher for the Roadrunners. In terms of Region 19, this is one of the better teams you are going to see this year. Rowan College of Gloucester County. They were ranked second nationally. Ball hit towards third. Diaz crossed the diamond. Nice pick. And nope, could not control it as the ball goes flying through the air. So Louis Sori hustling down. And he picks up an E5. That ball a little low in the dirt. Marte tried to help him out. I'm going to bring up Logan Petty, the mainland regional grad. A lot of these guys are freshmen in terms of their eligibility, but many of them played on this Bucs team last year, including Petty. They were all given basically another year due to the COVID situation a couple of years ago where there was no season. And that was done to try to help out the senior players. So guys like Petty and Omar Hernandez and Louis Sori, they all played last year, among others. That one's over for a called strike. They played last year on this Buccaneer team. Sori, Petty, Hernandez, and Tonicello. That one is also over for a called strike. And Hof Hacker, who was in a rhythm, and then he had to sit for a little while there, but he comes back dealing 6'6", 220. And that one is over for a called strike 3, and Petty goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And Hof Hacker, if there's any D1 schools out there watching today, I'm sure you are quite interested in a 6'6", 220-pound right-hander. Billy Hof Hacker doing a great job coming out of the pen of the Roadrunners, replacing Tom Kane, who did nothing wrong. I believe they're just trying to keep his workload down, who's another Division I right-hander. Well, you see a 6'6", 220 kid hasn't filled out all the way yet either. I mean, he's got some growing to do in that upper body. Gets a big push off that right leg. That one's over for a called strike. Quick delivery. You see, doesn't do too much. Just bends, fires. Ball's foul out of play. Off the first base facade in the upper deck. Limited light here at Sandcastle Stadium. Sunset at 5:54 today. We are at 5:30. That one just off. Two. Hof Hacker. That one's punched towards Marte. Marte drops it. And there's a tag in the bag, and that's going to be an infield fly roll. All right, the batter is out on the infield fly roll. So the runner at first, who was Louis Sori, he will return to first. Omar Hernandez with the infield fly. So the second out on the infield fly sends Sori back to first, and here's Deal. Caden Deal. All the way from Crestwood, South Carolina, making his way to Atlantic Cape. And that one's over for a called strike. A little extra giddy up on that one. You mentioned Deal from Crestwood, South Carolina. He is one of the few from out of the area. And swing and a miss as Hof Hacker continues to pound the zone and get into a rhythm. A ball and 2 strikes in the bottom of the 6th as Hof Hacker tries to end this Buccaneers 6th inning. The 1-2. Hof Hacker bends the back leg, fires, it's into the dirt. And they got him on a swing and a call at a 3rd strike as Deal offered at it. Randy Velarde, I don't think, liked that one as well, and that will end the bottom of the 6th with the score. Rowan College of Gloucester County 5, Atlantic Cape Community College nothing here on BFA Live Sports. All right, welcome back here to Sandcastle Stadium. They have ended the game due to darkness here with the score 5-0. Rowan College of Gloucester County defeats Atlantic Cape Community College 5-0 in 6 innings of play as the light has subsided here at Sandcastle Stadium, so they have decided not to play the 7th inning here. So that'll do it as Rowan College sweeps Atlantic Cape in the doubleheader. So that will do it for us here from Sandcastle Stadium for BFA Live Sports. I'm Mike Gill. We will talk to you again soon for Atlantic Cape Community Baseball here on BFA Live Sports. Have a great Saturday night, everybody.